Here's a first down run with Collins. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie up to make the tackle.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Now let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90! Detroit! Detroit!
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Out to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And this is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Mark Andrews with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Justin Tucker for the extra point. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. DeAndre Washington, his first carry. And not a whole lot doing there, so he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Terrell Suggs in on the tackle.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Carr can beat you in a lot of ways. The scramble there, a perfect example as he gets the first. On first, here's Washington. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Now they'll throw with Carr. He's going to launch this thing. Wait, that's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 36 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. On the draw, Carr leads to Washington. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
On second down, here's Carr. And that's incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Go Chief. Hey, 734. 694.
From the gun, it's Carr. Connects it to Roberts, right side. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1.
And the Raiders have got him.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Gun!
From the gun, it's Jackson. Forced out to his left. And he rifles one incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Gun! Watch it now, Barney!
From the gun, Jackson steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go deep left side. He's got a man complete. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big-time 3rd down play for the Ravens. 51 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field. They'll run it here. This is Buck Allen. And he stopped immediately there. Justin Ellis in on the stop.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
2nd quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football. And they're on the move as they face a 2nd down here. Jackson from the shotgun. Being chased out left. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. First red zone chance now for the Ravens. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. Going for it all. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How? Did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Watching now, Barney.
Jackson going to throw again. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. He's got the 1st down. He's got a big game going right now. Already over 100 yards receiving in this first half alone. On 1st and goal, Collins. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Alex Collins, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. Tackle made there by Tony Jefferson.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
7:34. 29.
Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give them 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down.
6-18.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll be a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On second down, Lynch. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
Nice job there defensively on third down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
Here we go.
They'll run it. Here's Lynch. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They'll run for it. Lynch. And an alley run. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Throwing on first down is Carr. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Terrell Suggs. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll begin the drive with Collins. And he'll get this one up to the 26. In on the stop, it's Tahir Whitehead. Two minutes to go. On second down, Collins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Now it's Jackson, eluding the pressure right. That one taken in by the former Bruin, Jordan Lasley. A good pickup there, a 22.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They go play action with Jackson. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, Frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is third down. Play action. It's Jackson. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number one. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Off play action. Jackson. Flushed out right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play, as we'll get a timeout, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. The Ravens on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90! Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Hot! Detroit! Detroit! Hot!
From the gun, Jackson. Forced out to his left. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
Trying to punch it in with Collins. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. So we're at halftime here in the Inner Harbor with the hometown Ravens on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They go again with Collins. And an alley to run. There goes Alex Collins. 20, 10. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Brutal, so take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
Jackson now. Off play action. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. And that was a young pup, the rookie, being intercepted by a veteran DB.
And I loved our quick conversation in pregame with him on the field where he said, hey, look, I love playing these young quarterbacks. They don't know a whole lot yet, so I can use my mind to put me in a position to make a play.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Now a handoff to Richard. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now this time, Carl throw. Steps away to it, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Terrell Suggs in there to get him, and that is sack number 15 for him on the year. Here now, Johnny Townsend as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
The drive starts with a run by Collins. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. He's going to fire one deep. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Hayden Hurst with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Tucker with the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on his drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
On first down, Carr. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. You start to feel sorry now for the young man throwing the football. This is really turning into a disaster.
Listen, it's baptism. Right? This is almost a rite of passage. This young in the league, go back and find a Hall of Fame quarterback and check their records for their first 2 years, especially if they started the bulk of the games. I'll bet you'll find double-digit interceptions on just about every one of them. They have to learn as they go along.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 29. A big play there. Carr to Nelson, 46 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
A good pickup there on first as a screen pass gets him 8. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Shotgun now for Carr. That is caught at the 7. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Derek Carrier, his first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders get a score closer. Point after, up and good. And the lead is down to 28-10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They run with Collins. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
To throw is Jackson. Off the play fake. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
The Ravens on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
Now, Barney. All right, now, look at 56.
Here's Jackson, operating from the gun, being chased out left. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down. Here's Sam Cook now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. This is taken at the 18. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. So out come the Raiders. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball that cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back.
Momentum started to shift a little bit when they scored the touchdown.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Terrell Suggs in there for a milestone sack as it moves him past Hall of Famer Michael Strahan, who finished his career with 141.5. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Carr. And Nelson's got it here right side. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider 1st down. Carr now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. From the gun, Carr. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They were looking for Marshall that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Carr. It's caught. Left side, Brandon LaFleur. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Two first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10.
Hey, 7:34. 6:18.
Carr now on 1st down. Taking a shot here for Marshall. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Carr again here on 2nd and 10. Right back for Marshall. This time it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Into the red zone, it's Carr. And complete into the arms of LaFleur. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now, Carr again. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Here's Carr, and it is Incomplete. The Raiders try it on fourth down, but to no avail. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. Well, their first fourth down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any fourth down stop is a big momentum play.
Room past the 20. And he'll take this all the way up to the 38-yard line. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
But Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Barthema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. They go play action now. Jackson rolling to his right. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
The Ravens on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far.
Right,
here it's 3rd and 2.
Lucky 56. Leopard.
Now Jackson. From the gun, he'll throw. Escaping the pressure right. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's on the Pro Bowl guard, Marshall Yanda. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Gun!
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Buying time to his left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. He'll get 11 yards back on the scramble as it brings up 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup. And now they've got a 3rd down and 8.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Play action. Now Jackson. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 23. From the gun, it's Carr. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Carl try it again on second down. And he hits on the slant route to Marshall. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Carr now on first down. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Marshall. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
637. 637. White.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Now a desperation throw, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Tony Jefferson, and he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. LaFell, the intended receiver. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Dancing to his left. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And fantastic field position has them just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line in the red zone. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he? He
certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. Marlon Humphrey with the tackle defensively. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Handoff comes to Lynch. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be 4th down. Now Carr, got to have this one. And this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He's got room to run past the 20. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. A big run there by Collins. 49 yards on the ground. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Throw right side is taken in by Jordan Lasley. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, a little insult to injury here late in the game. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, a little insult to injury here late in the game. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. So that'll back them up 5. The delay of game backs them up 5, 1st and 15.
Lucky 56. Gone.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf.